Hello, friends, and welcome back to Art Class with me, Mr. Blakely. Hope you're all well. All right, well, today we're going to be doing a drawing lesson that is based on this book you see here. You may ask why? Why this time around? Well, if you're getting this the day I'm posting it, it is Earth Day. So you can think of it in terms of that, like these are extinct species, or maybe we're just doing because it's cool. Like sometimes Mr. Blakely just picks stuff because he thinks it looks cool. Anyway, this is the book. It's called X-Ray Dinosaurs and Other Prehistoric Creatures by Susan R. Stoltz, illustrated by Cody Hooper Kaufman. So that's really Cody is the guy we're going to see who did this cool work. A lot of the pages look like this. Dinosaur, skeleton, drawn on there, some, information about that dinosaur. And then you see the watercolor, and the watercolor is meant to represent like where the skin would be, sort of what the skin, the feathers, the flesh. And I thought this was a really cool idea. Probably you're not going to watercolor it. I mean, if you have watercolors, absolutely, you can totally watercolor this. We're going to actually just draw around the outside what the body would look like, and then we're going to draw the bones. And if you want to, you can color the in-between part if you have colors. Highly recommended. I want to show you one more page here. Yeah, I just really think this is a cool book, and I love the way it's put together. So let's get this off the screen and let's start drawing. Grab your pencil and paper and let's go. Before we get started with the drawing, I wanted to give you guys an idea of what this was going to look like when we were done. So you can see, just like you saw from the examples from the book, dinosaur body, dinosaur skeleton inside. You don't, like where you see on the screen that's pink, you don't have to do that. But what I would like you to do, if you have, pens, pencils, markers, whatever, is leave the bones, the skeleton white, but actually color in the area between the outside of the body where we're drawing and the bones themselves. I just put the pink in because I thought it looked cool. But so let's go ahead. I'm going to get this off the screen and we will start drawing now. Okay, so we're going to start the actual drawing process here by doing kind of a contour drawing. Make yours a little bit sketchy, just in terms of like light lines. You can always come back through with a marker or something else to bold it up, or even just come back through with your pencil. But I'm going to sort of just draw a basic dinosaur, and then the one you saw earlier, and then we'll fill in the inside with the bones and stuff. So first thing I'm going to do here is draw the head. So we'll start kind of on the top, and we'll draw, it's got kind of some like a crest there. Come back through. That's the top of the nose, and then it's got some kind of spikes there. Awesome. So first step, dinosaur head. Next, let's go from here, and we'll extend down to the neck. And there. And again, like this is going to get erased, and this is going to get erased. But it's a little easier to draw it if we can break it down into sections a little bit more. All right, so coming from here, we're going to start there. We'll give the body and come through here and right back up there. We're just doing section by section. I didn't mean to make that little bump part there. That's fine. So next, we're going to have the arms extend down. So we'll do this guy. Good. And let's see. It's kind of already there. We'll have this. Because his arms are sort of crossed, I'm going to do that. Okay, that'll make sense. And just a little bit here, do a leg coming down here. And then a second leg coming down like this. And then last but not least, the tail. Boom. Okay, fairly simple, hopefully. So yeah, I had you draw these in just slightly because the bones are going to go inside there. But having the overall structure will help you to place the bones correctly within the skin. So at this point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just do some erasing. I was a bit worried if originally I was just going to do the contour drawing all around the outside, but it seemed like it could be confusing. The proportions could get off. So if I did it this way, it'd be a little easier to sort of get everything to be correct proportionally. All right. Just erase and erase and erase. And if you do that, what you're left with is more or less your dinosaur. All right, so sort of the outline of the skeleton. All right, so now that that looks about where we want it to, let's go ahead and start drawing the bones in. We'll start with the skull here. And we want it to fit inside. Also, those contours are going to give you, the contour drawing that you drew earlier is going to give you sort of a guideline for where to go. Let's start back over here. Bring this up because it has some spikes there. And then do the lower jaw, which is going to be sort of parallel to the upper jaw. And then come down to here. Me back up there. And then, oops, we didn't finish the hinge back here. Okay. There you go. And then we're going to have an eye socket here, nostril cavity here, some spikes there, and that's our skull. We can color these areas in, shade it in here a little bit too. We can also give them some teeth. Cool. All right, up next, starting from here, we're going to draw some vertebrae going down, going down, and going down, and all the way to about there. Those are the main neck vertebrae. Okay. Now here, I'm going back and forth between whether I want to do the spine next or the arms. I think I'm going to do the spine. Okay, so more vertebrae here. And I'm going to leave the bottoms of them open so that we have room for the ribs. And then right about there, that's the end of the rib cage. So these just go back to being regular backbone and tailbones here. We're going to continue these all the way back. And then they kind of switch up a little bit here in that they have these little parts going down like that. And they're just going to get progressively smaller as they go back. Oops. Kind of getting away from me a little bit there. But continue all the way back to about here. I'm going to come back in and fill those in later because I want to do some other ones here. All right, so next, come back over to here where those ribs ended, and let's do the pelvis. And it follows there, around, comes back down to here. I'm going to stop there because we need to leave room for the leg bone, which I guess there's really no reason not to draw it here. So that's the hip. And then knee bones. More leg bones, shin bones. Kind of toe and foot bones here. All right. One leg down. Next leg's a coming. Knee bone, shin bones, foot bones. Well, some of these being so close together just kind of overlapped them. There we go. Cool. All right. So next up, let's come back through and start doing these, the bottoms of these and the vertebrae, or I'm sorry, the ribs, not the vertebrae. And connect that to there. And I might probably just do all the rib bones first and then come back in and fill those out in between. And like that. And then just a matter of connecting these guys up. Okay, so we're almost there at this point, guys. The final steps here are to do the arm bones, and then of course I'll come back in and do the tail. All right, so arm bone and arm bone. Because it crossed over, this hopefully won't get too confusing in here for you guys. Okay, that one. And that. Good. Finger bones. Finger bones. Okay, now this is going to come out from behind here. And finger bones. Finger bones. Sorry, this is probably the tightest grouping of bones in the... There we go. Oh, and we almost forgot the shoulder, which comes back in there. Oops, that's okay. If you have any overlapping areas like I did, just come back in. All right. Well, there it is. There's our drawing. I'm going to go ahead and just do like a little kind of cross-hatching here and cross-hatching here to indicate that that's colored in. So as far as what I want you guys to do, you probably want to finish the tail as well. It's going to go all the way up to like there, and then a little, that just gives the tail some shape. Okay, now if you do what I did and you kind of needed to come in here and readjust, you can always, go back in, and that's probably a little bit too close, but like that, and erase. So yeah, so that's your assignment for this time around. Sorry, I'll sit here and kind of futz with it all day if given the time. And so yep, you're gonna turn these in just as you've turned in the others. And you've already seen my completed one with the color. So you know what this looks like at the end. But yeah. So yeah, turn them in, take a picture of them, send them to me, and I hope you enjoy. Hope this wasn't a little too kind of intricate and pokey. All right, have a good one, guys.